Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It is a new segment that I'm going to try to do every once in a while where I ask the questions and you give me the answers. As of always, please go to Hard Way Wrestling on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Go like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. We are also on Patreon. Go follow us on Patreon. It is we do have a one level right now at Patreon. It's $5 if you want to join our wrestling fantasy league that starts at All In for AEW. But today is the day, our first ever the hard way. I'm going to ask you guys the hard questions, and you're going to give me, hopefully, the easy answer. So last night, SmackDown, August 9th. Okay, SmackDown, not anywhere compared to Raw. Raw was pretty off the chain. Even Roman coming back last night was not that spectacular. We won't even go into that, but I feel like they need to figure out something instead of just Roman beating the shit out of the new bloodline. So we'll get to all that, but we had a lot of questions after last night's SmackDown, and I want you to give me the answers. First off, we had Santos Escobar versus Andrade for the number one contender match for LA Knight's title. Santos Escobar comes out ahead. He is LA Knight's first opponent. I don't know. What do you think about this? I think there's a lot of other guys in the back of the locker room, and that's going to be my big answer to a lot of these things today. But Santos Escobar losing a lot here lately, mostly to Andrade and I believe Carmella Hayes, maybe. I don't know. But we're going to get, I also think that Santos and LA Knight, this is a rematch from the tournament they had a couple months ago, the King of the Ring tournament. So what are your thoughts on this? Is there someone better? Is there somebody worse? Is this right on? Is this a good opponent for LA Knight? Do I think LA Knight is going to lose his first match as U.S. champion? Absolutely not. So why not give it to Santos? It doesn't really hurt anybody if you put Santos in there and he loses. So no big deal. But you tell me who you think should be there instead of Santos Escobar. Second, we had a qualifying match last night. We had DIY versus Pretty Deadly. DIY is over in that match. DIY moves on to the number one contenders match. We had the Street Profits win also. They move on and they face DIY. So we've seen these guys face off before. This tag team division at SmackDown is a hot mess. We don't know. I actually couldn't even tell you who half the tag teams are, if there are really any tag teams. So you tell me who would be a better tag team on either side. Should DIY move on? They just lost their titles, right? They just lost their titles at the Bloodline. Should it be Street Profits? Should they even get a shot, right? Without Bobby Lashley, by the way, whose contract ends today. Anyway, you tell me what you think on this upcoming tag team match for the number one contender title. I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that the Street Profits are over here. I think there's no reason to put DIY back in that spot again since they just lost them. I'd like to see a feud coming here. We've already seen it before between Ciampa and Gargano. So we'll see what we do moving forward. But Street Profits, I believe, are going to go on and face the Bloodline, who Street Profits said, Bloodline's scared. Now the Roman's back. They're scared. So I don't see it that way. But either way, Street Profits, let's see what they do there. And the one who really, this would confuse me more than anything. Last night, Cody was in the ring shooting a promo, and the Bloodline comes down, and Solo basically said, I'll get to you eventually, but not until I'm done with Roman. So we don't know, we're going to see a Roman bloodline thing coming up here soon. I don't know if it'll be Bash of Berlin. I doubt it. But most likely, we're going to see something here coming up, maybe Survivor Series. So Cody stops Kevin. Kevin comes in, backs Cody up, make sure the bloodline doesn't get to him. So Cody stops Kevin and says, hey, listen, basically, you've done some great work. You've helped out me. You've helped out your friends. I want to face you for the title. And Kevin basically said in his Canadian accent, no, hey, no, there's too many moose out there. That's terrible Canadian accent. But anyway, Kevin basically said there's no, I should not have a title shot. I don't have enough wins to have a title shot. And Cody says, I don't care. I want to face you, Kevin Owens. So we're going to get Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes next storyline. So I will see where we go with that. I think this is weird. I don't know why. And I agree with Kevin. Kevin's right. And a lot of times when Kevin shoots promos or talks about things, a lot of it comes from truth. He really shoots straight. So, and I believe he doesn't believe he should be the one in line here for this title. Great opportunity. If you're not there for, championships, what are you doing? But you tell me, who do you think who would be a better opponent for Cody at this point? Cody's title reign is kind of lackluster here. The solo thing at the last pay-per-view, SummerSlam, not the greatest match. Of course, we were all waiting for the big thing at the end. That's what it all seemed like. There was a lot of filler. They were just kind of tussling around until they got to the part where the Bloodline Rules part came in. But you tell me, who do you think Cody should face instead of Kevin Owens? Should it be Sami Zayn? Right? All right. You could maybe another Canadian, Sami Zayn. Could it be? I don't know. You tell me. There's a million guys in that locker room that should have a shot. Would you like to see Logan Paul step up and get a title shot? That's a good one. Anyway, you tell me. Thank you so much for hanging out for a couple minutes here. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Check us out on all of our platforms. We're everywhere. And hit that Patreon up. Without you, we couldn't do this. So thank you so much. And we'll see you next time on The Hard Way.